We are off to the Keys. Of course, a popular destination in the Keys, once we arrived, is Islamorado, the marina favorite. We anchored on the Gulf side. We recommend Ocean View Resort and Sports Pub area. They have the best karaoke on the island. You still have easy access to all that the island offers. And if you like fishing, there are plenty of spots to hang out and do that. We took our time exploring the backwaters of the Keys, enjoyed the ride through the mangroves, and did some fishing along the way, all on our way to see the infamous Bass Pro Shop. Why the Bass Pro Shop? Inside the Bass Pro Shop in Islamorado is a replica of the Hemingway boat. If you are familiar with Hemingway, you know that he called his boat Pilar. And of course, our boat is called Pilar.
And is the bail again?
This is the bail.
When does it turn?
Okay, let me show you. Now look at you.
Typical rookie here. Oh man. Don't worry, Steve will fix it all. He always fixes them.
Let me try to teach you. I'll use this one, okay? Now the reason yours won't reel, look, pay attention to this. At the end of the reel, there's a lead right there, see?
Yeah.
So we can't go any further than that.
I was trying to go the other way.
Right? So what you do is you put the bail right at the top. I put my hand like this, and you gotta hold the string. Put the bail at the top. This is the top.
This is the...
This at the top.
That's the bail. This string connecting to here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hold the string with your thumb. And then with your forefinger. Hold go between these two things. Then you open the bail. And now you're ready to throw it and let go with your finger at the same time, okay?
Okay.
But don't throw it that way because that's the mangroves. Go throw it open up in there. Throw it. Turn around, stand up, and go throw it up in there.
Here, watch yourself. Okay. What are those little fishes? These are minnows?
I'm going to go out a little bit because it's a little too shallow here.
Python's gonna get me in here. A python? Yeah. There's pythons? They have them in here. Really?
All right, I'm going to back this away a little bit and go down the side of the boat.
That shrimp looked nice and juicy, tasty. Tastes good. Not for humans.
Captain Larry's trail led us from the Ocean View Resort to the dock where we could dinghy back to the boat. One day, we even dinghied over to the ocean side on a calm day for some snorkeling at Cheeca Rocks, a shallow 6 to 12 foot coral reef located within the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. Guess what was there? A nice man of war. Stay away from these, they are very poisonous. Next up, just hanging on the boat for a bit. Then we headed over to the Windley Key Fossil Reef Geological State Park, where you can view and learn about fossil mining. It was a former quarry used by Henry Flagler in the 1900s to build the railroad. Then off to dinner with a friend. Then, of course, since we were in crystal clear water, we fit in some diving on the boat to do some repairs, check the keel damage, as well as some helm work, replacing an incorrectly sized clutch block.
So, Steven, tell us what you found wrapped around the props. Oh.
Looks like a bad crab pot problem there. But got it off, no problem.
How cold's that water?
It's a true 71 degrees.
Ooh.
It's brisk.
It's like the recommendation they have now for cold immersion therapy that gets your heart racing and...
Okay, I'm gonna stand on the bottom and you'll see where my head is. You ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Pretty much 6 feet.
Wow.
And just for knowledge, we have, where's the other end of this? That much room under the keel.
Oh God.
East Coast sailing. Alex would love it.
Would he?
He's used to that deep water on the West Coast. He gets scared on the East Coast. But nice warm morning swim. These fins hurt without booties on.
How's the zinc?
Half of one of them gone. So a question would be whether or not we have the nut that goes with those, because the nut's gone. If they do, I could put it on, but they would require a breathing apparatus.
Uh-huh.
But I can get it on here. I'm not sure if we can find anybody to put it on it.
Would you like a towel?
POI. No, I'm gonna go ahead and get a fresh water right here.
All right. What you doing now, Steven?
Probably making a mess. Fuel gauge quit working, so see if we can't find out why. I don't know if it's the gauge, if it's the signal coming to the gauge, but I hate to go much further than I'm gonna go because then I gotta go under the bunk into the level gauge itself. I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
Steven, what problem are you solving now?
I guess the diver, he routed out the Allen head screw and the zinc on the sail drive. So I gotta go down there and try to get that screw out of there. But he undoubtedly twisted it out or something and didn't bother to fix it or replace it. So I'll see if I can do it. We'll see. I'm going in now.
And we're using the Brownie, which is basically an air compressor, so he can stay on there and not have to try and hold his breath.
It's gonna take a little bit of work.
Yep, always does.
All right.
Steven, I see you're taking a lunch break. What you eating there?
Well, because I succeeded at my project this morning, I was rewarded with a honey-baked ham sandwich. You won't find many of those on the cruising life, but for Christmas we had our honey-baked ham. Ooh, it sure is good.
So you had a successful project this morning?
I did. So one of the zincs was completely off, the round zincs that go on the sail drive. It was completely missing, only half the zinc was on there. And there was no screw in the bottom. Turns out that somebody had already previously boogered up the threads there in the bottom, and so the screw wouldn't go in, or they had it cattywankered in there, but it wasn't in there when I went in there. So I was able to get the screw in there alone with no zinc on it and basically rethread the threads inside of the sail drive, and then backed it out. Put both of the zincs on there, screwed it back in, no problem. It is real tight. So the next time we haul out, we'll simply retrace those threads with a tap to make sure they're nice and clean. But we succeeded. We have 2 zincs on there. They're not going anywhere, I promise you, and they're on very tight and secure.
Thank you, Captain.
It was a pleasure to be under the boat in nice, good, clear, lit water. It was nice to be there.
Even though it was 72 degrees.
It was cold. My fingers are still a little bit numb.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on the boat today. We're sailing. Well, we're motoring, but we're working on the boat. We're replacing the clutches with the right size. Just thought you'd want to know, so you'd be proud of us.
Let's get that handle tape on there. Don't worry, we turned the MFD off. Started this operation.
Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe and hit the alert bell.